Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Perjury. Today, we are starting the final case of the main game. Headphones, please start working. Thank you. Yeah, final case of the main game. Let's begin. Chapter 5, Eubanks in Perjury. April 30th, 4:45 p.m. Azure City Police Precinct Number 5 Station Offices. Alright, everything should be ready for tomorrow now. I really have my... Hi guys, Ernest Hunt, age 35, a detective working at Azure City's police precinct. He's in charge of robberies and has been my friend since I started working here. Head clerk at Azure City's 5th Police Precinct and my boss. I've only ever seen her left eye. I wonder what she looks like without bangs. The kind-hearted and silly detective in charge of investigating Anton's death. There's no case we can't solve together. I wonder if Hunt's gonna get back in charge of an interrogation. Miss Assistant, there you are. Don't tell me Sue is making you work overtime again. Unfortunately, she needs me to get everything ready for her interview with Mr. Chambers tomorrow. Why? What's up? Some of us around the station were about to go for drinks together. Fuck did it go? What the fuck? Where did it go? Where is it? What the fuck? There it is. Sorry. Sorry. The new patrol officers think if they show off their badge, they're sure to get a date. Something about how ladies can't resist a man in uniform. I'm sure you could sneak away and come join us. I'm sorry, Detective, but I think you must have... I might have misheard. You didn't just ask my... I think I might have misheard. You didn't just ask my clerk to skip work, did you? Especially when she's busy getting everything ready for your interrogation tomorrow. Because I'm sure you've got some reports around here you need finished filing out. Well, you see, I just meant that she's welcome to come join us after she gets off. Tempting, but I have other plans tonight. Besides, I don't want to be the only girl there. Don't we have a drinking competition to settle, Ernest? I'd love to join. Oh, would you look at the time? Gotta run. I never realized just how male-dominated this station is. Really? Justine, I know we don't see everybody, but like... 3 women, 1 man that we've seen. We're kind of outnumbered. That's how it is at most of the precincts here. It's about 4 to 1 in their favor. Anyways, we have a lot of work to get done before tomorrow, and I'd like to be out before the sun sets. Yes, ma'am. 2 days later. May 2nd, 7:55 a.m. Azure City Police Precinct Number 5 station offices. Sophie! Good morning! Morning, Justy. I've got some good news. I checked the logs for the parking garage at Eubanks Investments. Anton Chambers entered around 7:30 p.m. on the 30th, and it doesn't look like he left afterwards. So his car is sure to still be there. Wait. Is sure to be still there. Be still there. Literally unplayable. That means Eubanks Investments is our possible crime scene, and we just secured our warrant. Then I guess we'd better get to investigating. Looks like today will be another long day. Hi, dead man. Location deceased. The former president of Eubanks Investments. I can't believe he's dead. May his next life be one of peace. Are there ever short days around here? We better head to Eubanks Investments. We can be there in 5 minutes with Zephyr. Not again!
hold on a moment. Before you two leave... So, what you need? I wanted to ask, have you two noticed Ernest acting differently recently? Seems to be the same old goofball as always to me. Why? Do you remember the other day when Ernest went out drinking? Yeah, he left around 5 that night. What about it? According to Officer Johnny, he said Ernest disappeared sometime around 7, which was earlier than normal. Yeah, but we all know he doesn't actually drink. He just goes to hang out with everyone. The thing is, Johnny said Ernest got a phone call an hour before he left, and that he started acting a lot more distant afterwards, before he left without much of a word. That's worrying. It's just a phone call. Maybe he had a family emergency. Maybe so, but this happened on the night of Anton's death. The timing of it, I just can't help but wonder if it's a coincidence. So you think Red is hiding something from us? Hold up, this is Detective Hunt we're talking about. He's the most straightforward man I know. Which is all the more reason to be concerned if he's hiding something. It's just something to keep in mind as you investigate. I have to get back to work now. Someone has to do Justina's work until she's back. With any hope this will be an easy case?
I didn't expect to have a welcoming party. Justina being early, there are cows flying.
Hey now, I always show up on time. What good is being early if I don't get paid for it?
For the joy of the job, of course. Find something you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
He's right. Being at the station has never felt like a job to me. And you being here has made it extra fun. Well, I certainly never had a job like this before. He seems relaxed now. Better ask him while his guard is down. You know, Detective, I missed joining you for a drink on Sunday. How did it go? Yeah, and thanks for the invite, Red. I only just learned of it.
Shut up, Windows security. You don't work Sundays, and it felt like a people in the office type of invite. But sure, I'll tell you how it went.
Statement.
We left the station shortly after leaving you and Sue. We headed to the local bar, and I decided to grab a bubbly water. The patrol officers kept trying to flirt with the ladies, but kept getting shot down. Around 7 p.m. I had my fun watching them and left the bar. I went home afterwards. I needed some rest to prepare for Anton's arrival.
That statement. Detective Hunter was at the bar until 7 p.m. the night of Anton's death. He claims he went directly home.
He's gonna be a suspect.
Sue's hunch is right. He's clearly hiding something. We don't have enough information to properly disprove it. Anyway, we'll head out when you're ready, Justy.
Saved screenshot. What? I didn't take a screenshot. What? What?
All this time, I never noticed those flowers outside the station. Those have been here since I started working here. Dendromacan rigida, also known as bush poppy. They are fast-growing shrubs that are native to the area. It says here that they bloom in late winter for early spring, or to early spring. Basically around the time you started here. Then I started working here at the right time. I see a lot of poppy flowers around here, now that I think about it. I don't think I've ever seen someone sit in these chairs. Those are for the general public to wait, not for us police types. But it looks so soft and comfy. I'd love to just take a nap here if I got a chance. With all the coffee you drink, I'd be shocked if you could even nap anymore. Caffeine doesn't really work that well on me anymore. I have to drink that much just to feel it. I think my body is just too used to it. Maybe you should lay off the coffee for a bit. Take a tolerance break. But coffee! What are these for? This is the community board. It's so people can put up flyers for local events and businesses. Oh, look! They're having a blood drive next week! We should go donate, Justy. They give you a free cookie afterwards, too. Oh, you see, I'm actually really busy next week. Justy, it's for the good of others. Don't you want to help your community? Don't you want to help the community? I can't. I don't do well with needles. I hated getting shots as a kid. They don't get easier as an adult. Aw, come on. It's not that bad. We can go together. I'll be your moral support. I could hold your hand even... even? Where did I see even? I can even... Oh, there's the even. I could even hold your hand when they poke the needle in. Stop! I don't need to visualize that. You make it even worse. Nicknames. You know, I think I would give us all a cute nickname, Sophie. Hey, finally someone appreciates my craft. Justy is very fitting for you. But I'm curious, how come Sue doesn't have one? Well, I just didn't see the point. I mean, Sue was so short and all.
She already tried it. She started calling her Susie, and then she started getting loads of paperwork on her desk.
It was a perfect nickname. I'll do my best to never get on Sue's bad side.
Susie's idea. Do you think Sue has ideas? Like Susie Delta?
God fucking damn it, Chris, where the hell are we now? Whew. All this running around today is making me tired. How about I go make a coffee run for us?
I don't drink that stuff. Water's the only liquid I need.
You sure? Starlight Coffee has the best lattes ever. I like milk and tea. It's a Justina guaranteed the transcendental experience. Starlight. I'm quite partial to their caramel macchiatos myself.
Sounds like this is more for you two than me.
I might have missed my chance to get some this morning. Speaking of Sunday night, Sue said something about a drinking contest. What was that all about?
Oh, it's nothing.
Those two had a contest a couple of years ago. I've had sworn off drinking ever since. How badly did you lose?
Listen, the less you know, the better. If you value your life, never go drinking with Sue.
My life? No criminal will ever be as scary as her.
Alright. Bye, man. May 2nd, Eubanks Investments Lobby. The fuck? Why did it close? Not close, why did it minimize?
Back here once again. Looks like nothing changed.
Good morning. The fuck? And good morning, welcome to...
What the fuck?
Good morning, welcome...
Oh, good morning and welcome to Eubanks Investments. We are investing in a beautiful future for you. Okay. Well, that's new. I'm Detective Sophie Swift with the Azure City Police. We're here to investigate the death of Mr. Anton Chambers. A pleasure to meet you, Detective. I'm Joy Collins, and I'll be happy to assist you today. What an honor it is to have two people of our fine police force today!
She gives me very Uncanny Valley vibes. She's very Uncanny Valley.
Eubanks Investments welcomes you both. In fact, I have it here that our president has been expecting you. President? Anton Chambers was the president? Have they already replaced him?
Ah, there you are, Detective. Yeah, I was right.
Oh, you're the assistant from the other day.
The law of equivalent exchange.
Let's see, Lowell Ledger, Administrative Assistant at Eubank Investments.
It seems your information is outdated. As of today, I have been promoted to president.
You became president? How did that come about exactly?
Simple. With the tragic passing of our former president, Mr. Eubank has been in a state of shock. The two of us spent all day yesterday trying to deal with the fallout of his death. We didn't know that when Anton was last here would have been the last time we saw him, so until matters are resolved. I have been promoted to president of the company, in order to help our CEO in these troubling times.
That's a pretty huge promotion. If I may ask, what time did you see Anton leave here?
He left here at 6:20 p.m. on the dot.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Correct. And once he left, I didn't see him again.
He showed up at my dad's store at 6:30 p.m. and it's not too far from here. That does line up with the facts that we know. Since we are here, do you mind telling us more about where you were that day?
Sorry, but I'm rather busy right now. I really must be going. Being president of Eubank Investments has left me very busy. But Miss Collins is more than happy to book an appointment next if you'd like.
This guy's really getting on my nerves.
So, if you'll excuse me, I have a meeting with Mr. Eubank to attend to.
I guess we have to hunt him down later. Miss Collins, were you here the night of Anton's death?
No, she's not here.
On May 1st, Anton Chambers, president of Eubank Investments, was found dead in an alleyway by the Nickel and Diamonds antique store. The cause of death was a bullet to the heart. He also sustained injuries, including a bullet to the right rib. He was supposed to come to the police station for questioning that day. While the primary investigation presumed he died there is reason to believe he died elsewhere, and his body was staged to mislead the police. His car was found at Eubank Investments parking garage. Like Sophie Swift.
I'm gonna wait until we get her profile.
Absolutely! I work here Sunday through Thursday for 10 hours a day. 10 hours? How can you possibly handle that? Here at Eubank Investments, days just fly by with how much fun it is. And the overtime pay certainly helps. Screw that pure nonsense, she's doing this for the money. Can you tell us what you saw that day? Absolutely. Anything for the wonderful cops who protect our city. Let me pull my recordings out. Recordings? I tend to use my phone to record things I want to remember. Here's my recording. April 30th, 6:23 p.m. at Eubank Investments reception desk. I was informed that Mr. Chambers left just a little bit ago. The night should be quiet until my shift ends at 8 p.m. Beep. I stayed on the first floor the whole night. As far as I know, he didn't return. Miss Collins' statement. Anton Chambers left his office at 23 p.m. Joy is told he wouldn't return. Joy records important information on her phone. Hey, mind if we get a copy of this recording? No, not summary. Level age 26, July 5th, President, Eubank Investments. No, it is not. Former Administrative Assistant at Eubank Investments. Now President since Anton Chambers passed away. Joy Collins, age 22, birthday September 28th. No, that's not my older sibling's birthday. Location, Eubank Investments. Oh, okay. The receptionist at Eubank Investments. She carries her phone around and records her thoughts on it. Of course not. Anything to help. First time I heard a recording being used as a statement. So, how else can I assist you today? We'd like to have a chat with Mr. Eubank. Mr. Eubank is currently in the President's office. Has a meeting with our beloved President, so feel free to wait here until he's done. The receptionist's desk. I guess we finally gotten to meet its owner. I kinda wanted to poke around, but isn't that a bit rude with her standing right there? Wait, why is Sophie already going through it? Hey, Justy, check it out. Look what I found. Is that a toy mouse? Is this a toy? Is this a cat toy? No, that thing. I have no idea where it came from. I found it by my chair Sunday night. We don't have any cats in the building, so I have no idea how it got there. It just showed up? Yeah, quite a mystery, really. Last when I found it, it was really gross and wet. It must have been in some animal's mouth. Any idea what kind of cat? Any idea what kind of cat? There was some orange and white fur nearby, but that's about it. Orange and white fur. Sounds familiar. Hi! Is there any way... Fine. Toasty. Is there any way a cat could have been in here? Eubanks Investments has a strict no-animal policy. Only surface animals are allowed inside our building. Dogs and miniature horses only. Miniature horses? Zero City legalized miniature horses as surface animals. You didn't know? How am I supposed to know that? I didn't even know horses could be miniature. In any case, cats aren't able to become service animals, so if there was a cat in here, it must have been a secret. You're welcome to take the toy mouse. I've just been keeping it in here so in case the owner comes looking for it. I have a feeling it won't be useful, but I guess it's best to leave no stone unturned. Toy mouse. A cat toy found by Joey on Sunday night. It was wet and had teeth marks, and there was orange and white fur nearby. Cats are not allowed outside Eubanks Investments. Good to see these flowers are doing so well. Brightens up the place. Mrs. Eubanks brings fresh flowers every week. She said it was important to keep ourselves optimistic, despite the circumstances. She ordered some red ones to give Mr. Chambers' family. Apparently those represent remembrance. He may be gone, but his impact on this company will never be forgotten. Interesting. These flowers have a lot of meaning behind them. I think it's good to have a reminder of these feelings. Having these flowers on my desk every day helps me feel a little better. That's a nice sentiment. Maybe I'll get some for my own desk. Something to get me through all this soul-crushing paperwork. There's something so unsettling about sitting in front of this logo. Unsettling? Quite the opposite. This logo embodies strength and hope. To me, it's as simple I can see with pride. A representation of all the good work our company does. I don't know. To me, it feels like something you'd see in a dystopian film. Like, the company is always watching. Well, that just means they can watch how well I do. It's nice to have your work recognized. If I can show it off well enough, maybe I'll even get a raise. No, it's definitely dystopian. Such windy weather on such a willful Wednesday. Alliteration. But isn't today a Tuesday? I know, but it's the only day that starts with W. You can't keep the alliteration going without it. What are you, some kind of poet? It's nothing really. I just like wordplay, I guess. I think you have a really nice way with words, Justy. Have you ever thought of writing poetry? Not really. I'm not sure I'd be any good at it. What does it matter if you're good at it or not? I just think you have a really beautiful way of expressing yourself. I just want to see more of that. These two are so fucking gay. Why do my cheeks suddenly hurt? This is so embarrassing. They're so gay and I love it. There's a bunch of chairs and sofas here. Doesn't look like anything's changed since we were last here. What's up, Justina? What, Justina? What's up, detective? It doesn't look like anyone's cleaned here in a while. Huh? We humbly apologize for the state of affairs our office is currently in. At the moment, this office has been reduced to essential staff only. Most of the office is working from home, and Mr. Eubanks has put the cleaning crew on paid vacation until further notice. Normally, the crews would clean in here from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. every day. What's the reason for the change? Mr. Eubanks didn't specify, but I'm sure he has his reasons. Perhaps he simply wanted to give the staff a much-needed break. I'll add what you said to the evidence. Owen Eubanks put the cleaning crew on vacation after Anton's death. The last day was April 30th at 5 p.m. Hold on. PR speak. You seem surprisingly excited about working here. Absolutely. Eubank Investments is all about building a better future. I'm the first face visitors see. It's important that I convey those values to them with a smile. I don't know how you do it. I did customer service once and I absolutely hated it. Having the fakest smile all the time all while dealing with rude and entitled people. For my advice, looking for something better before the creeps come by. The wonderful people working here are never like that. Besides, it's a great way of networking with higher-ups. Huh? Yeah, you know, networking, rubbing shoulders with the executives, making opportunities for myself for the future. I'm aiming for a degree in urban and regional planning. And if Eubank Investments has plans for the future of our city, wouldn't being so familiar with them give me a leg up? If I can make sure I'm on their minds, I'll have the job for sure. So that's why you're doing this? Exactly! I've got my foot in the door once I graduate. I'll already know the hiring managers by name. That's a pretty clever plan. I never knew there could be so much to a simple job like this. I'm in awe. So, why do you record voice memos like that? I found it to be like keeping a journal, just with your own voice. Writing is such a pain, it takes so long, and it feels so impersonal. There's also something reassuring about listening to yourself. No way. I hate hearing my own voice. I can't stand it. The first time I heard it, I thought it was really weird. I don't know how you do it. Once you listen to it a few times, you get used to it. Plus, I think you have a very lovely voice. Really? Yeah, you do. So passionate and energetic. She's so gay for her. Fits you so well. It's like a door to your soul. Huh? Where did this... I mean, thank you, I guess. Sorry, I didn't mean to blurt that all out. My bad. Something the matter? No, I was just thinking. But your partner has a point. You have a wonderful voice. Thanks. Why am I blushing this hard? They're so gay. They're so gay. Miss Collins, we heard that Mr. Chambers' car might be here. Would we be able to see it? Of course, it should be in the parking garage. With a specialist preparing it to be delivered to the family, they can give you details on the car. If Mr. Eubanks' meeting is going to take a while, might as well check out the garage instead of waiting here. Wait a second, Eubank Investments, garage. Huh. Well, this is certainly a parking garage, about as plain as you can get. Were you expecting something different? I thought the Eubanks might go for something more extravagant. Even after everything you've seen of them, you still believe that? They live in a modest home, drive modest cars, and work in a simple and plainly decorated office. Just admit it, they're the furthest from extravagant you can get. I guess you make a pretty good point. Maybe I have misjudged them.
Who's this?
What are you two doing here? Meg? Forget about us, what are you doing here? I'm working. There was a car that got left here that I was sent to pick up. Something with the owner dying. Those cases make him to get tired to tow off and fix up the car. We're investigating the death of said owner, Anton Chambers.
Megan.
A car mechanic who formerly lived at the Klaus orphanage. Huh?
Not right now. Doing something.
She was hired to repair Anton's car. How did your company get involved in this? It's quite simple.
Thank you. I got cookies. I got cookies, guys. Cookies. Cookies. A bunch of cookies. It's actually like weirdly nice of him.
Yeah.
Like for dinner? But he's like, he just decided that he wanted to make cookies today. And just gave me a bunch. This is weirdly nice of him. I think he feels bad about something that happened earlier.
Our company got contacted yesterday morning. They told us that they wanted to repair the car for the family of someone that passed away. Given that I was most familiar with Eubanks investments, they wanted me to take this job. I have been working on this car since yesterday. Now look at her, she's a thing of beauty. Otherwise, the only unusual thing I found was some clumps of wool in the car trunk. Panicky statement. Meg started working on Anton's car yesterday morning. She found some clumps of wool in the car trunk before she started working on it. Do you remember who contacted your company? Afraid not. I just took the job. Then they got the call around 9. Do you think it's important? If Mike started working on this yesterday, and whoever contacted them knew Anton's car was here. Yet no one contacted the police. I bet it was done on purpose. What about the wool? Why is it unusual? Because I think the car is made of wool, while the seats are made of leather. What do you use wool for? It's often used in blankets, rugs, gloves, upholstery, car seats. None of which I found in the car. I still have some of the wool if you want it. Might as well take some, another mystery to add to the pile. Thanks, Meg. Do you mind if we look around? I don't mind. Let me know if you need anything.
Poster.
It's a poster for a car wash. It looks like a good deal. I should take my car there. I don't know. I didn't know you got a car. I built it myself, and it's been running like a dream. No more buses for me. I'm finally free. Hey now, what's wrong with buses? I just prefer controlling my own travel time.
Justine, I fucking hate buses. Oh my god, I hate buses. It's not like we live in the EU. It's not like that. I've never lived in a state with good buses.
Yeah, but there's less stress when you take a bus. They deserve more respect.
Fuck you mean there's less stress? The fuck you mean there's less stress?
Seems to have a champion of buses here. I used them all the time before I started driving, and they were great. And when I didn't have money, I could sneak into the back when the driver wasn't looking. Justy, how often did you break the law? The car wash is looking real good. The silver one is the beauty I was called to repair. What kind of work did it need? When this car was found, there were dents and scratches all around. I checked the area. It seems like areas within the garage had scratches from his car. How was it damaged? The taillights were broken, and some of the bits were on the floor. Seems he backed it up into the wall harder than normal and damaged it. Do you think he was just a bad driver? I doubt he did this every time he parked here. Something must have happened here on the day he died. What do you mean? It's a custom-built stick-shift car, so it's pretty hard to drive if you're not familiar with the car. Anton drove the stick? Color me impressed. Why? It's just a car. Have you ever driven a stick-shift before? No, but it's just a car. How hard can it be? Justy. My lovable, naive Justy. One doesn't simply drive a stick shift. It takes years of hardship to properly drive a stick shift. I watched an online tutorial and thought I could give it a try with this bad boy. It was kind of an accident just trying to start it. Is it really that hard to drive? Still, it's strange to ignore. I should write this down. Anton's car. Anton's car is a stick-shift car that requires that someone learn to drive it. It had dents, scratches, and a broken taillight. It's so cool that Owen drives an electric car. His car has all the new features. Adaptive cruise control to help maintain a safe driving distance. A light-up trunk release to open the trunk from the inside. Voice commands features to adjust settings so the driver can keep their eyes on the road. Cars can have those? Progress is moving so fast. Trunk releases have been required for years, likely even in your car. But the rest are so far only in luxury cars. But those sound useful. Adaptive cruise control sounds like it can save lives. They should be like the trunk release. At least ours still new tech, so government regulation has been slow. If anything, the rich are the beta testers. They're paying extra for unproven features. That does make sense. Write this down. Owen's car. Owen's car has adaptive cruise control, a light-up trunk release, and voice commands. Anybody can open the trunk from the inside due to the trunk release. This red one is Lowell's car. His car looks pretty plain by comparison. I doubt he made as much money as the two heads of the company. Just your standard automatic with nothing too special. It even has hand crank windows. My parents' first car had hand crank windows. I used to play with them a lot as a kid. They were way more fun than just pressing down on the button. I love my grandfather's truck had hand crank windows. It was so fun. I loved just rolling it up and down. Why am I not surprised? I'm just saying I appreciate the little bits of effort to feel a breeze while in the car. Can we check out the inside? It's locked, so no can do. Also, that'd be fucking illegal. I can't let you do that. That's not up to me. Can we break the windows and unlock it from the inside? You can't be serious. You can't damage a classic. I've had the mind to arrest you just for suggesting that. Arrest? I was only joking. Note to self. Don't mess with gearheads. I'll write this down. Close car. A standard automatic car with hand crank windows. We don't have access to the inside of the car. Oh. Okay. How are things between you and Fry? About as bad as it gets. We haven't really talked at all. I'd really like to be friends with him again, but I'm not sure what to do. I mean, I don't even know how to face him now. You know, it really sucks, because there's not much that she can do. And it's not even her fault. Like, but I don't think Fry's in the wrong for not wanting to be around her after that. I'd feel very weird about it too. Because of Annie's fake love letter. Man, fuck Annie. Fuck Annie. When I saw her character's design, I thought I was going to love her. I hate her so fucking much. I mean, we've been friends for so long, I never even considered the possibility of him having feelings for me. I don't know, I feel so conflicted. I just don't want to hurt him. Don't you think avoiding the problem is hurting him more? Don't you think avoiding the problem is hurting him more? You don't have to date him, but you should at least be honest with him about how you feel. She's right. I don't think it's worth sacrificing your friendship over. You're right. I'll try to sort things out in my head, and I'll go talk to him. Thanks, you two. Meg, I know we didn't get a chance to talk after everything that happened last week. I'm fine. I spoke to them last week and I'm still processing my feelings. What happened? Well... Oh, April 25th, Azure City Police Precinct number 5. Station offices. Annie, Belle, you have a visitor. We normally wouldn't allow it, but she's an exception. Meg, I can explain. The detective already told me everything. I just want to say a few things. After the crash, you started saving up to get the part you need. I thought it was my fault, and I wanted to fix it. I know you use that car for the kids, but there had to be a better way. I never wanted you to feel responsible for the crash. It was my fault for leaving you in a hurry. I should have waited until you came back. But maybe there was a better way. Annie... Klaus Orphanage was our home. I don't understand. Were we not good enough? Were we that much of a burden? If we all pitched in, maybe we could have made your dream come true. I never wanted the orphanage gone. Just moved. You kids are important to me. But no amount of pitching in could have been enough. At the time, it felt like the only choice I had. To attempt murder? Fuck you. Fuck you. But... you never gave us a chance. I can forgive Bill, but I don't think I can forgive you. Listen, Meg. You're a gifted young woman. It took me years to find out what I wanted. You already knew what you wanted to do the day you saw me work on my car. So go on and do it. I'm proud of you. Meg ran off. Let go of me! I need to talk to her with her. I'm sorry, sir, but you have to stay here. But she's already been through enough. She needs time. I'm sorry. I know it's tough. You did the right thing, exposing her. I know that the person who died recently was the one who helped her. That's why I took this job for my company. I wanted to see this place for myself. I learned about who he was and why he was so evil. I've seen a lot of people as a traffic cop. If there is one thing I learned, no one is evil, selfish, or nearsighted. No one is evil, selfish, or nearsighted, but never evil. I disagree. There are a lot of evil people, man. What he did with Annie was wrong, but he was a person at the end of the day. I'm sure there is a good in him we'll never see. Thanks for getting off. Sorry for getting off topic. Helping friends is worth getting off topic. So if you need to talk, come by my office at the station. I'll keep that in mind. How were you able to open the car? Mr. Chambers' body didn't have his keys. His ex-wife had a spare key, and that's what we've been using. What I've been using. Has anyone turned in any other keys? Nope. I have had the only copy so far, as far as I'm aware. Do you think the culprit threw the original key away? Maybe, but then why take the key at all? There must be something we're missing. Are there any cameras here? We could catch Mr. Chambers leaving his car. Afraid not. There are some outside, but none inside. Meaning we don't know exactly who was here last night. Sunday night. Do you know a rich company could be so cheap? A lot of people. Are these the only cars in the whole garage? Yeah, I bet this place is packed most workdays. What kind of cars these employees can afford? But they buy the ones with heated seats. Trust me, adding those in manually is way harder than it seems. But it already seems hard. Which one is Joy's car? Oh, none of these. I think she takes the bus every day. Guess that means she took the bus on Sunday as well. May 2nd. Eubanks Investments. Lobby. Miss Collins, we were finished with our meeting. Send our guests to the President's office. Right away, sir. Good news, everyone. Mr. Eubanks is ready to meet you too. When you two are ready, you can head up to the President's office. Wow, I wish our police station could connect that easily. Here at Eubanks Investments, we pride ourselves on our fast-paced communication. When the CEO calls, I'm here to answer. He just heard Mr. Eubanks' voice over the speaker. Reception desk phone. The reception desk phone has a built-in speaker that is connected to the President's office. We can head up when you're ready. Anything new here? No. Okay. May 2nd. Eubanks Investments, President's office. I'm glad you see it my way. It seems we have guests. Hello again. Welcome to my new office. He clearly is taking no time moving in. Mr. Eubank, we have some questions we would like to ask you. I'm sorry, but I can't answer them here. I have to head home. Something urgent has come up. If you must ask, come visit me there. Owen, I suggest we don't talk with the police. You'd best not get involved with their investigation. No, my boy. As our new president of Eubanks Investments, you represent the company. The sooner we answer the questions, the sooner they can be on their way. Take it from me, they won't take no for an answer. You're right. As president, I should leave them with a good impression. Too late, bud. Good day, detectives. I just realized I used this man's voice for Owen earlier. Fuck. Now, if you don't mind, can you tell us where you were the night of Mr. Chambers' death? Very well. Statements. I was at Eubanks Investments at the night of Anton's death, but I never saw him. I never went anywhere near Anton's office. I left this building around 1 p.m. and went straight home. I didn't see anyone, including Anton. I wasn't aware he died until I arrived at the office yesterday. Lovell's ledger statement. Lovell says he never saw Anton Chambers in his office. He left the office around 10 p.m. that night. It's unknown where else Lovell was. Was there anyone else at the office that night? As an executive assistant, I was too busy to notice anyone. And what were you doing there on Sunday night?
That information is strictly for company executives only.
Yeah, he's hiding something. Thanks for your cooperation. We have some follow-up questions.
Very well. As the new president, I have a very busy schedule. Time is money, and my time is very valuable.
New mission! Waste this selfish jerk's time!
Alright.
Mr. Chambers left behind a lot of books.
More books than Ian could ever read. Now that it's my office, I'm making some changes.
So what are you going to do with these books?
The Chambers family is taking them back. Most of them are boring business books. There's something silly like Solar Wars, Rise of the Space Bears.
I haven't read it, but maybe it's a good book.
If he had time to read, he had time to run a company.
Maybe he read to relax.
Relaxing is for retirement. I didn't get to where I am by relaxing while working. I got here with hard work and forward thinking. Not wasting time with silly books.
I'm glad he's not my boss. Bet he would regulate my bathroom breaks, like Sheldon Cooper. This is a very fancy-looking chair.
Anton has had great taste in chairs. I'm sure he would want me to take good care of it.
Wouldn't you want to give this back to his family?
Why should they get it? They didn't work for it. I like to think of it as a small reward for my years of service. I hate you. The president of Eubanks Investments deserves nothing less than the best.
What a greedy little man. So many numbers on this board.
Get your eyes off the chalkboard. This information is strictly for company executives.
Now come on! It's just a bunch of numbers and letters.
Those numbers and letters are the very heart of the company. Not that someone like you would understand. I'm planning a bright future for Eubanks Investments, one that doesn't depend on the past.
How exciting! Looks like you took to Mr. Chambers' role quite nicely.
Our former president was a great man, but he thought Azure City was the center of the world. Such a powerful man with such a small view only limited the growth of this company. But now that he's gone, I'm going to clean up his mess. I'm going to throw out his old ways and go into new territory.
What do you mean by new territory?
One day you'll find out. Let's just say that Mr. Eubank and I are on the same page. Once I become president, he gave me the necessary tools to help him out. By the time I left my new office, I knew my duties as president of Eubank Investments. Perhaps someday this will be Eubank Ledger Investments.
He's going to gloat so much, might as well write it down. Chalkboard. A chalkboard inside the president's office. Lowell claims he started learning about the duties of being president of Eubank Investments yesterday. This is my second time up here, and the city looks just as impressive.
It's certainly a sight to behold. It's a sight few others could ever see. Detective Swift, what do you see from up here?
I think a lot of good people and a few others who would take advantage of them. But it's a city worth saving.
What about you, Detective Swift? What do you see from up here?
And you mean me? A city more complex than you can imagine. It looks so simple from above, but when you get down there, it can be overwhelming.
For paradetectives, you two are quite different.
It's why we're a team. What about you? What do you say?
I see a city where anyone can succeed with enough effort and the right mindset. It's a city the Eubanks always dreamed of. A city where everyone can have a bright future.
And what are the homeless people on the streets? How do they fit into this bright future?
Just because anyone can succeed doesn't mean everyone will. People like me just have the ability to do it.
You succeeded because the president was murdered! Get off your high horse!
Feeling presidential?
So, how does it feel to be president?
I admit, if you told me 10 years ago I would take the role of president of this very company, I wouldn't have believed you.
10 years ago? That's when they started to work in the Sunrise District.
That's right. It's where I lived for most of my life. I was in high school at the time, and within a year from when they started, we were forced to move out.
Forced out?
Our apartment landlord kept trying to raise rent, trying to get higher paying tenants. Rent control stopped them from outright kicking us out.
What happened?
Those renters were offered buyouts, and when some said no, the landlord pulled underhanded tricks to make them leave. When it came to us, we just took the money and left. We weren't going to fight a losing battle.
It must have been awful to leave. You grew up there.
Sure, but it taught me a lesson that day. Blue-collar workers, like my parents, never get paid enough. So I took business management classes in college and started working my way up the food chain. When I saw an opening here a few years ago, I jumped on it and got the job as an administrative assistant.
Still, I'm surprised you took the role. It was Eubanks Investments that led you to leaving.
Small-minded to blame the company. The city paid them, and now the city has a thriving shopping district.
But your family had to move out. Don't you hate that?
Eubanks Investments is the reason the Smith family had a store. Would you have taken that away from just for people like me?
That's not a fair question. They could have built the shopping district without forcing your family out.
Even if the law forced the landlord to let us stay, my family could never afford it. He did us a favor and made us leave. In a way, I respect him. He only did what he had to do. It wasn't personal, just business. And look where I am now.
I suppose everyone won. I hope the other renters were able to find new homes. Detective, we should test this room for blood. Forensics is planning to look over the whole building later. But I have the equipment to check one room. Do you mind if we test the room now, Mr. Ledger?
By all means! We have nothing to hide.
No blood, but there is something else. Paul in Forensics let me borrow this nifty device that can be used to check the materials of gunpowder. Found some, but it's in a strange shape. Strange how? It spreads across the whole floor except in this rectangle area. As I recall, there was a rug here. So someone fired a gun and the rug was removed afterwards? Then that's proof! He was shot here!
Don't be so quick to judge. The detective just said there was no blood. If he had been shot here, he would have been bleeding as well. The blood was on the rug.
He's right. The device is enough to conclude he was shot here. I suppose it couldn't be that easy. Let's write that down. Gunpowder. The president's office had no traces of blood, but there were traces of gunpowder everywhere except where a missing rug was. This is likely from a discharged gun. Mr. Ledger, would we be able to check Anton's office phone?
Why would you want to do that?
This type of phone logs the last couple of calls. We might get a clue about when these phones were last used.
Of course! Just make it quick. We wouldn't want to waste time.
Seems that this phone was used on Sunday night from around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. That means he did come back to make a phone call.
I think you're jumping the gun, young lady.
How do you know it was him? Who else would it be?
Someone could have been in here and used it instead of him.
He's right. It would be impossible to prove. For now, let's write it down. President's office phone. The president's office phone was connected to the reception phone on Sunday night from around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. At night. There's no proof if you used it.
May second, house foyer.
Hello? Anyone here? Hey, it's Detective Ladies! I didn't expect you two to be here. We came to visit your husband. He couldn't stay in the office. We couldn't get a babysitter for 5, and I have to head to the station to finish some business. Today's a holiday, so no school. Oh, right, it is. Crap. Was it a famous person's birthday? I can't remember. Excuse me, I have to go. If I do, your father is busy with work, so be a good girl until I get back. Yes, Mom! Maybe Fry can help us. We are on a super important case. Do you think you can help us out?
Bye. Occupation not available.
Daughter of the Eubanks. She loves to play hide and seek. She and Toasty are an inseparable unit and go everywhere together. Sure. Here's some cash.
Toasty. 4 March 17th. Occupation cat.
It's Toasty. He's the orange cat of the Eubank family. He got his name because he looks like burnt toast. You want money again? Without Chandra, I have to clean my own room. So I'm going to save up enough to get my own Chandra. Could have weird still. At least she has goals. Hi, this case involves your mom and dad. We want to help them. Isn't that enough?
I love this cat.
Okay. Thank you. Can you tell us where your parents were 2 nights ago? Sure thing. I was playing with Toasty until I saw my dad leave at 7 p.m. Toasty and I stayed home with my mom until he got back. I got home around 9 p.m., but barely spoke to us. I might have had what my teachers called a fight. Oh, fight statement. Fry saw Owen leave his house at 7 p.m. Sunday night after Owen and Ferris had a fight. He got back home around 9 p.m. that night. Do you know what they were fighting about? I was scared, so I hid when they started yelling. I'm sure she just needed some alone time. Fight, huh? Must have been serious if both sides kept it hidden. We can stay and talk, but we don't want Mr. Eubank to wait too long. Okay, obviously, first things first. The Plantanic brothers are looking much better since we were last here. I've been taking extra care of them lately. They do have a bright forest green color to them, perfect for indoor plants. And you can tell based on the color of green. Shade, you mean? Swift? Of course I can! I used to study plants for still art. Any seasoned artist can tell the difference between emerald and forest green. The type of green of a plant tells you everything you need to know. Oh, tell us more! What about purple plants? I have to get back to you on that. My teachers were right. I should have studied more than just green. These are some nice paintings. Do. I guess so, but they're so boring. Do. TV is so much more exciting! TV can be exciting, but a fixed image has a beauty to it that gets lost with movement. A single image perfectly set to convey a single emotion. The artist has only one chance to express their feelings to those they will never see. That is the true beauty of these paintings. That's a wonderful choice of words. Y'all have the same fucking glasses, I just realized. Fies is just bigger. We don't get it. The kids and cats these days have no appreciation for art. This is such a large window. This is Toasty's favorite room. He likes to sunbathe. Toasty is a lazy cat. Cats aren't lazy, they just know how to make every day count. The wise man once said, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. That's Toasty every day. I wish I could be a cat. No job, no bills. Why couldn't I just have been born as a cat? Fi, did your parents tell you what happened to Anton Chambers? Oh yeah, Mr. Beard. He would come over to our house sometimes. Mr. Beard is quite the name. He has a big poofy beard. But he doesn't like Toasty, so I don't like him. Oh, then forget what I said. It's likely best I don't tell her he died. So, what's new, Toasty? Toasty says he's been busy balancing playtime with nap time. Not enough hours in the day. Me, it must be a busy cat. Shouldn't tell them I'm more of a dog girl myself. At least dogs do things. Hey, cats do things. Wait a second, no one's office. Mr. Eubank, we arrived. Just like you asked. Mr. Eubank? Oh, it's you two. Sorry, I was just thinking to myself. Is everything alright? You seem different. Of course not. Anton was my friend. He just passed away. And I'm expected to be alright. I'm sorry. Mr. Eubank, please calm down. My apologies. That was rude of me. Everything is just happening so fast. I don't know what came over me. I was being insensitive. I'm sure his soul is resting. And you'll be reborn soon. Anton didn't know the meaning of rest. But his soul is kicking up a storm from resting too much. What? I understand this is a tough time for you, but we would like to ask you some questions. I would prefer not to. When I last spoke with Anton, I didn't know it would be the last. The wound is still too fresh. I know it's hard, but the two of us just want to find out what happened. If it helps, you can keep it simple. Alright, here's what happened that night. Around 7 PM on the night of Anton's death, I drove to the office to get some work done. I parked the car in the garage and went into Anton's office. Anton and I spoke, but we got into an argument over where to take the company. I left shortly afterward. Before you ask, I don't have an alibi for being at the office. I didn't see anyone else. Mr. Eubanks' statement. I once drove his car to the office the night of Anton's death. I had an argument with Anton about the future of the company. Sophie did say to keep things simple. Now, having an alibi doesn't do you any favors. Was there no one else inside the building at the time? The founder and CEO of Eubank Investments, a man with grief over the loss of a dear friend. It was a Sunday night. We don't have anyone working weekend shifts. What about Joy and Lowell? They were all inside. We like having one receptionist on standby in case something happens. Joy enthusiastically volunteers for those shifts. Jeez, I wonder why. As for Lowell, that I wouldn't know. You would have to ask him. Oh yes, can't wait for him to tell us that information is strictly for company executives or some other shit. Sorry. Thank you for letting us know. Do you know what time you two had your argument? No, I didn't intend to check the time during an argument. Yeah, I wouldn't as well. What now, Detective? Not exactly a lot to go on. I have a few follow-up questions if Mr. Eubank doesn't mind. As long as they're reasonable, I have nothing to hide. What's in here? Golf Lessons 101? I see you found my old golf book. I bought that years ago. A perfect way to start learning the sport. You learned from this book? Indeed. I started learning just to connect with fellow businessmen. The best way to make connections is on the golf course. I took up the sport not expecting much. Turns out it was fun. And winning a few tournaments certainly gets your name around. I'm no sports type, but it just doesn't seem fun to me. Just hit the ball and move on. I thought the same way, but golf is about timing, patience, and planning. There's nothing quite like it. The book is clearly worn, like it's about to fall apart. What's down here? Melody the Thief? It's a classic mystery novel. The main character, Melody, is an antisocial lock-picking thief with an extra sense no one else has. This allows her to solve cases no one else can. kind of power is that?
That's the mystery. Telling you would spoil it. You should read it. Sincerely, the other detectives love a good mystery.
Honestly, I don't have much interest in mystery novels. I just hate when others lie. I just want people to be honest with each other. It's not so hard.
Melody once said the same thing in that very book. By the end, she learned a very important lesson. It's not about who's lying or telling the truth. It's about the people you trust. Honesty is just as useful as the trust one puts in the person.
You should read that book. I'm invested. What's on here? The trickster ghost?
Stop snooping around!
Sorry. I've never heard of this game before.
It's not a bit under the radar on release, but it's a modern classic.
When did it come out?
Let me think. I think right before 5 was born. Is this a reference to Ghost Trick?
No wonder I haven't heard of it. I must have been 12 at the time. I hadn't really followed video games.
Poor guy. You're only a little older than 5 is now. Where's the time gone? I suppose I'm no longer the spring chicken I once was. Like 35, man.
Young Owen Eubanks. It's almost hard to believe you didn't always look this way. This lamp blends too much with the room.
What do you mean?
Everything in this room is dark and muted color scheme. Your suit stands out way more than anything else in the room.
Excuse me? This is my office. I'm supposed to stand out more.
But don't you think a brighter colored lamp would just pop?
I think it would be out of place. You sound like my wife. She wanted to repaint the room yellow and white. No, man, no! The proper office needs to reflect its owner's soul, and I think this lamp is the perfect color for it.
I suppose so. Does my bedroom reflect my soul? Maybe I should redecorate it.
Oh, that's a lot.
My condolences. I didn't know the last time you saw Mr. Chambers was unpleasant.
Thank you, Detective. It's not the first time the two of us had fought. It just so happened to be the last. We had very different ways of running the company. But we always made it work in the end. If I can offer some advice, always tell your friends and family how much they mean to you. Tomorrow isn't promised. Once they're gone, they are never coming back. I only wish I could have learned this before he passed away.
I'll take your advice to heart. I should call my parents and Jean after work. You and Anton must have been close.
How can we not be? We worked together for over 10 years. Back when we started this company, we both knew the Sunrise District was a disappointing part of the city. We turned the stain of Zero City into a flourishing flower to truly live up to the Sunrise name. That was the first of many examples of us working as a team.
What about as friends? Doing things that don't involve you big investments?
Our friendship and our business work go hand in hand. We don't talk about one without the other. If we saw each other more, we might get sick of each other.
Just not hang out outside of work? We still haven't gotten sick of each other. The only time we ever get sick around Sophie is when she's driving her motorcycle. Ferris! Don't you think staying of Zero City is rather harsh? What about the people who lived there before?
The poverty rate of the Sunrise District was about 20% before we started. Now the poverty line is around 7%. We raised 13% of the population out of poverty.
You know, Lowell was from that area. His family was forced to leave because of his landlord raising rent. Perhaps that 13% were simply forced to move, lowering the poverty rate by removing all the people in poverty.
I was aware of Lowell's story, but look at him now. That's only made him stronger.
same could be said about many others. That sounds more like wishful thinking. I was surprised Lowell was promoted to president. I thought he was just an assistant. Anton's death was hard on all of us. Lowell was willing to step up to fill the role, so I let him take it. That's still a big promotion. Wouldn't someone better qualified be better for it to take it? It's only temporary, just until I resolve some personal matters. Personal matters? None of which I want to talk about. We understand and will not press any further. How's Ferris doing? The last couple of days have been so busy we hardly had time to speak. She's trying her best to hold it together. You should talk to her. Sorry. She must be so worried about you. I can't right now. There's an important matter I have to deal with first. More importantly... More important than your wife? Nothing is more important than my family, which is why I must take care of this matter first. He's clearly hiding something from us, but he just lost a dear friend. It's best I don't push him. Around 7 p.m. and then I land on Zoom. It's really nice to get some work done. Dan's left, so I spoke. What? Okay. Toasty and I stayed home. No, you didn't. Fi, do you recognize this toy? That's Toasty's! I mean, it looks like Toasty's toy! It was found on the night you said you were at home. My theory is Toasty was there that night, and if Toasty was there, you were there. It's, the burden of proof falls on the accuser? Where did you learn that? Mom taught me. Of course the lawyer mother would teach her. If she's right, we have to prove it. Suppose we just need to ask Ferris. She would know. You can't! Mom was in her room the whole night. She didn't see me. When she's sad, she hides away. She didn't see me until this morning. Besides, I can't even leave my house. I have no way of getting there from here. I have a perfect alibi! Claire's hiding while she was sad is exactly what happened in the alleyway. But let's start from the beginning. It's possible she could have gotten there in Owen's car. She isn't able to drive it herself. We better to prove who drove it, then save this evidence for later. There is a direct line between your home and the office. Your dad drove directly to the office. You could have caught her right there. No, I didn't. Toasty can back me up. Exactly. You tell them, Toasty. Can you or Toasty clarify what you mean? Sure. These sections are like Magatama sections. Dad would never let me ride with him to the office. If he saw me, he would have brought me back home. There's nowhere to hide in his car. His office is boring anyway. I wouldn't want to go there. Mr. Eubanks never did talk about Fi. Was he hiding Fi from us, or did Fi get there on her own? Really? Saw me and brought me back home. There's nowhere to hide in his car. There was a way you could have gotten to the office in his car. You must have hidden in the trunk of the car. If you're hiding there, you could have gotten there without him noticing. How would I get out? I would be locked inside. There's a safety lock inside the trunk designed to allow anyone to escape. You could exit the car at the garage and leave the trunk open. That way you could go back inside the trunk when your dad was leaving the office. Alright, you got me. I was hiding in the trunk. This kid is way too good at hiding. Fi, why were you in the trunk? We went into the garage behind the house to hide. We were playing when I heard my dad coming, so I jumped into the trunk hoping he wouldn't spot me. Why did you hide? He doesn't like when I'm in the garage because he says it's too dangerous. But it was the only place I could get away from the yelling. When I heard him walking, I hid inside the trunk before he would go away. Then I heard the car turn on. That's how I ended up there. Can you tell us what happened while you were there? Promise not to tell my parents? My pinky promise. When the car parked, I waited until my dad left. When the car was clear, when the coast was clear, I got out. So, what did you do when he left? I just got out and played with Toasty. The garage was boring, so I went to the second floor. While I was there, I heard people talking downstairs, but I ignored it. Then there was a loud sound and Toasty got scared and ran off. He ran all the way to the lobby and I had to get him out. That explains how his toy got there. That explains how his toy got there? Can you tell us what the sound was like? Like those cops shows when the police start shooting the bad guy. That sound must have been a gunshot. I'd bet money on it. Fi, do you remember what time it happened? Sorry, I was so busy getting Toasty I didn't check. It's alright. Did you happen to see anyone there? Toasty and I didn't see anyone. So Joy wasn't there when you showed up. That timing is uncanny. That's too much speculation for my liking. But it's a lead. One last question. Did you only hear one shot? Yeah, if there was another, Toasty would have run off again. Strange. Why did she hear only one shot, when there were clearly two? I write it down. Fire's confession. Fi and Toasty were at Eubanks Investments, second floor, when they heard a single gunshot coming from the lobby. When they got there, they didn't see Joy at the reception desk. We know how you got to the building, but how did you get back home? I saw my dad coming back to the garage, so I ran back to the car before him, got into the trunk, and he drove back. Was there anything unusual before your dad drove back? I heard my dad talking to someone. Did you see who it was? First rule of hide and seek, never risk being spotted. I kept my head down. Could you hear what they were saying? I couldn't. I only recognized my dad's voice. You better update Vi's statement. Thanks, Fine Toasty. You helped us plenty. But please stop hiding stuff from us. You're making our job harder. I promise I'll stop. As long as you have enough money. Someone teach this kid you can't extort the police. Wrong office. How am I supposed to prevent an argument moved to company? She was also in the truck before he left the office. You could hear Dad talking to an unknown party in the garage. Your dad talking to somebody. Mr. Eubank, we have a witness who stated that you were in the parking lot garage talking to someone. Why didn't you bring them up? Well, hold on, who is this witness? Better not let him know his own daughter ratted him out. That information is highly classified police information. You expect me to believe that? Then tell me, who did I speak to? Based on our evidence, is there anyone you could have spoken to? Who's who you spoke to that night? Lowell's the only person in the building whose movements we don't know yet. He's the only option. Lowell's the person. Which makes it even stranger that you or him didn't say anything. Well, it was such a minor thing that it was hardly worth bringing up. Then, what were you two talking about? And why should I tell you about my private conversation? You said you had nothing to hide? If you must know, go ask him yourself. I have nothing else to say. In that case, we will go see him. Thank you for your help. I'm starting to think Mr. Eubank hates just giving a straight answer. Maybe he's gay. Sorry. We can't push him if he doesn't want to talk. Unless you want to try to drag him to the station. No thanks! Didn't exactly end well when Detective Hunt tried it. I do think he's right. We should go ask Lowell himself. For now, let's update his statement. The Eubanks, I never saw. Didn't see anyone, including Anton. Hello? Mr. Eubank told us that he spoke to you inside the parking garage on Sunday. What were you two talking about? Did he now? Why would he tell you about that? You know how to make him talk. It's simple, really. We were talking about the future of Eubank investments. But such information is strictly confidential. Here's your answer. I've already wasted enough time helping you two. I must get back to work. I won't let him shut us out of this. Better find an opening. Sorry, Lowell, but we can accept that. What did you really talk about? You dare question me? I won't stand for such slander. Prove it. If you can't, then get out of my office. I'm backing out now. Then I will. Here's why you wouldn't be speaking to Mr. Eubank about the future of the company. Mr. Eubank only started planning with you once you became president. But that was only yesterday. On Sunday night, you were just a glorified secretary.
Seems you two won't leave empty-handed. You really want to know what we talked about.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I was speaking to him about Detective Hunt's visit.
Visit? What are you talking about?
Oh dear, did he not tell you? He was here Sunday night to see Anton himself.
He was here? He didn't tell us?
Oh yes, I called Detective Hunt myself. It seems our late president wanted to talk with him before meeting him the next day. In fact, I'm pretty sure Detective Hunt was the last person to see him.
And where's your proof? You would have told us if he had been here.
Here's my phone. It shows I called him that night.
It's Red's phone number. That also shows that he called Anton a little after 7 p.m., which would be after his talk with Mr. Newbuck. Wait a moment. That means you knew Anton was here. You lied before. You can't lie to the police. That's illegal.
I never said I saw him, which is true.
But why were you two in the garage?
I was just grabbing something from my car when I ran into him.
I think we have enough to work with. Thank you, Lowell. We will update your statement. Grabbing something from the car is just an excuse. Those two are hiding something! I agree, but if Lowell was honest about Red, that means he was the last person to see Anton before he died. Which means Red is our prime suspect. But he wouldn't kill anyone! We can't suspect him! That's why we should talk with him now. Figure out what happened. We should be at the station. Let's head there.
I do want to see what his statement is.
Stations are
need some rest to be finished for Anton's arrival. Why can't I? What? Second time I've accidentally took a screenshot this video. Is this working? Okay. Yeah, sorry. Game wanted to be fucking stupid. No, not the game, the recording wanted to be stupid. It stopped recording, and I don't know why. Anyways.
I don't trust the receptionist one bit. She's always too happy. It makes me uncomfortable. She's gotta be hiding something. And what gives you that idea? Oh, so I'm gonna be recording, because this is like a while after I recorded the rest of this video. So immediately after this, I'm gonna go record the interrogation. There's no way anyone can work customer service and not be dead on the inside. I should know. I had to do it once in my life.
Just because you hated working in customer service doesn't mean she does.
Red is right. Some people just have different mindsets. I don't believe it. Maybe I'm biased, but no one loves customer service.
The station, the bar. I went to the bar. Went home afterwards. I need some rest to prepare for Anton's interview. Ledger? I think it would be a statement.
Detective, what you're saying isn't true. You didn't go home. We spoke with Lowell, and he said he called you to come to Eubank Investments. And more importantly, you spoke with Anton that night.
I suppose this was always going to come up. But I swear, if I thought it was tied to this case, I would have told you to.
Ernest, this is serious. Right now, you are the last person to have seen Anton alive. Meaning, you are our prime suspect.
I expect no less from you, detective. But I'm no murderer.
Then what happened that night? Why were you even there?
While I was with the boys, I got a call from a man named Lowell Ledger. He told me that Anton Chambers wanted to speak with me.
And you agreed?
At first, I wasn't going to, but then he said he wanted to confess something. After that, I agreed. So I left early and spoke with him.
And what did you talk about?
I'll have you hear yourself. I got it recorded.
Recorded?
Let me play it for you too. Detective. Hello, detective. Forgive me for being late. I had other matters to attend to. Let's not beat around the bush. Your assistant said you wanted to confess. If you're really so busy, this can wait until your police interview tomorrow. Yet you still came. The last time someone wanted to confess to me, she was attacked before she had a chance. I'm not letting that happen again. So, out with it. I'll get right to it. If I come to the station tomorrow, I'll be sure to walk out a free man. I can get a team of lawyers to drag any case through the mud until you give up. It would be a waste of time for both you and me. So you want to confess now and save me some time? You don't really want me. You want the head honcho you own Eubanks. I can provide all the evidence you need to get Owen locked up for good. And let me guess, I can get all that in exchange for dropping this case. Those are your words, not mine. But whatever happens next is your choice. I see how it is. You're scared. Scared we will find something on you. People like you are exactly the type that think they can bribe their way out of justice. If the Eubanks really are guilty of something, we will find it, with or without your evidence. I see. Perhaps you need some time to think about it. You have until tomorrow. I hope you can change your mind by then. Then we have nothing else to talk about. By the way, if you've got something to say, better to have you call me yourself. Once you're behind bars, you won't have anyone to do your dirty work.
That's a lot to process. Sophie, any ideas? Sophie, any ideas? Red, you shouldn't have recorded that. Huh? Why not? Anton was clearly trying to bribe the detective.
Justina, do you know what two-party consent is?
Both parties agreeing to something? Yes, but he's referring to the legal term. The law requires two-party consent before anyone makes an electronic recording of a private conversation. Without Anton's approval, what Red did was illegal. Wait, shouldn't he have a body cam? Shouldn't he have a body cam? Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah. If you just recorded it on a body cam, I don't think you would have to, you know, tell him. But he was only trying to solve this case. There are no bad intentions here. Good or bad,
it's still legal for good reason. A lot of police officers could trick suspects into saying something out of context. That happened? It was part of a court case over 15 years ago, but yes. We're too young to truly know about it. Red, on the other hand...
I wasn't intending to use this as evidence, but I needed something as proof for myself, something that can help me get legal evidence. That's why I kept it hidden.
I'm sorry, Red, but I have to report this to the lieutenant.
Sophie, I don't regret what I did. People like him, they only follow the rules that suit them. At least I'm doing it for the right reasons.
As police officers, we have to hold ourselves to the highest standards. If we don't hold ourselves accountable, then we don't deserve our badges.
If you will allow it, please wait until you solve this case. I will gladly tell the lieutenant myself afterwards.
Alright. But if you don't do so after this case, I will tell him myself. So now what? We can't use the recording? True, but Red was still there. As long as we keep out what they talked about, it should be acceptable evidence.
This evidence may not be legal, but forget the law. What matters is now you know I didn't do it.
Can you tell us anything about what happened when you got there?
When I arrived, I met with the receptionist, and she brought me up to Anton's office. She said Mr. Chambers called me earlier, and he was on his way.
So then, Joy must have known he was returning. I'm going to update Red's statement. Anything else?
Nope. He arrived. We talked quickly, then I left.
Lead is still a lead. Then we better get to work. We still have plenty of investigating to do. Wait, why did I press that? What? Facilities, investments. Beep. Because now he didn't return. It's gonna be something with his statement. I think it's right. Miss Collins, we spoke to Detective Hunt. He told us you escorted him to the president's office the night of his death. That must mean you knew Mr. Chambers was coming back. I misspoke. I must have had the wrong date. But your recording said the date and time. Why did you leave out such an important piece of information? Eubanks Investments policy states that I can't answer such questions without legal representation. You are within your rights to have one. However, we will take you to the station. There, we can continue this conversation. After running around the whole of Eubanks Investments, we finally had a lead. But did Joy really know all the answers? Was she our culprit this whole time? If Detective Hunt had told us what he did, we could have saved a lot of time. End of Case 5, Part 1. Alright. Yeah. I will see you all next time, which is going to be 2 seconds for me. Well, not 2 seconds, but a few minutes for me. But I'll see you all then. Shit. Bye-bye!